Hello, and welcome to the session on time, speed, and distance. Today, we'll talk about escalators and related problems. You can provide your feedback via Twitter. My Twitter handle is @RaviHanda. Well, the problems on escalators are essentially the same as boat and stream problems. There isn't much difference, but there is one very important difference, which is that the stream flows in only one direction, whereas an escalator can go either up or down. Boats, however, could go up or down, but very same here. People can also go up or down on an escalator that is going up or down, and it does create some confusion. There are no standard formulas or anything related to just escalators. You can use the boat stream ideas for escalator problems. However, there are some new concepts which I think are best explained by examples. So in this video, we are going to look at a couple of escalator related examples. To begin with, the first one, let's say a person walking takes 26 steps to come down on an escalator and it takes 30 seconds for him for walking. Whereas if the same person is running, it takes him 18 seconds and 34 steps. So how many steps are actually there? Well, let's say that the escalator moves at n steps per second. Then in the first case, he walked for 26 steps and he was on the escalator for a period of 30 seconds. So the total distance that he would have covered, or rather for the escalator's height or the number of steps in the escalator, is 26 plus 30n. Why 26? That is the distance that the person has moved. 30n at the rate of n steps per second is the distance that the escalator has moved in 30 seconds. Very similarly, when he's running in 18 seconds, how much will the escalator move? In 18 seconds, the escalator would move 18n, whereas he himself, since he was running, he was moving faster, he has taken 34 steps. The point to note is that the number of steps which are there in the escalator, or the total distance you can say, will remain constant, which means you can equate 26 plus 30n of the walking case with 34 plus 18n of the running case. Solving this, taking the 18n to the other side, you get 12n equal to 8, or n as 2 by 3, which means the total number of steps is 26 plus 30 into 2 by 3, or 46 steps. Yes, you are right in guessing that you could have got it from the second part also. 18 into 2 by 3 would have given you 12. 12 plus 34 would have given you the same answer. Let us look at another escalator problem. Sardar and Ramadhir walk up an escalator. Sardar takes 3 steps for every 2 of Ramadhir. Sardar gets to the top of the escalator after having taken 30 steps, while Ramadhir, because he is moving slow and he wants the escalator to do a little more work, takes only 24 steps to reach the top. The question is very similar to the previous one, that if the escalator were turned off, how many steps would they have to walk up? Let's say Sardar's speed is 3n steps per second and Ramadhir's speed is 2n steps per second. That is in that ratio which was mentioned here, 3 steps for every 2 of Ramadhir. Time taken by Sardar to reach the top is 30 by 3n. How can you say that? Well, Sardar has walked for a total of 30 steps. He has taken 30 steps and his speed is 3n. That is what I have assumed. So the time taken by him is 10 by n seconds. Very similarly for Ramadhir, the time taken by Ramadhir is 24 steps with a speed of 2n is 12 by n seconds. Now, if you assume that the total number of steps is m, then what is the distance which is covered by Sardar, or what is the distance which is covered by escalator when Sardar is walking up, and what is the distance covered by the escalator when Ramadhir is walking up? If the total number of steps is m, then when Sardar is walking up, The escalator covers m minus 30. When Ramadir is walking up, the escalator covers m minus 24. Speed of the escalator is constant. So, whatever is the distance covered, in both cases, the ratio of those two distances, that is m minus 30 and m minus 24, will be equal to the ratio of the times taken, because the speed is constant, that is 10 by 12, which reduces to 5 by 6. Solving this equation, taking 6 to the other side, you get 6m minus 180 is 5m minus 20, or m is equal to 60. This essentially means that the total number of steps, if the escalator were turned off, will be 60. With this, I'd like to wrap up this session on escalators. Please provide your feedback via Twitter at my Twitter handle @RaviHanda, or you can also email me on my email ID, which is ravihanda@gmail.com. Thank you.